Hi friends, it's Kim from Exquisitely Unremarkable, and I decided that I would pop in really quick today because I was so excited. I just came from my thrift store and it didn't stink, which is highly unusual for my neck of the woods. If you've followed me for any length of time at all, you would know that I actually wrote a post called My Thrift Store Stinks. Because it does. It's just really overpriced. There's not a lot of turnover in the merchandise, and I'm a little too cheap to shop there. But today I brought my daughter with me, and turns out she's my good luck charm because I walked out with a bunch of stuff that I actually really like. I think I spent $24.90 exactly, which you're going to have to tell me if you think that I got some good deals or if I overpaid. We'll go through it really, really quick. I was going to take pictures of everything and upload it to my website, but I was so excited. I just wanted to share this way. So I thought we'd do something a little different today, which is kind of like a unboxing. I'm just going to pull everything I bought out of the bag and show you. It's not going to be a fancy unboxing, of course, because what they gave me to bring everything home in was a used grocery bag. So not really upscale in any way at all. But without further ado, here's what I found at my thrift store, and you can tell me what you think. The first little number was $4. It was 50 off, so it came to $2. To me, it should be a quarter, but I don't know if that's the cheap girl in me speaking, or maybe I'm just really out of touch with how much used items should be. But it's one of those chandelier lampshades. But I actually have a teeny little lamp that has one of those night bulbs inside of it, and I thought it would be so cute. The lampshade I currently have on it is red, big surprise. And I thought that the white was really pretty, and I thought that it was very neutral, and it would be a quick way to make over something I already had. And for $2, I thought, wow, I didn't have to spray paint anything. I could just add it on top. So it was worth it to me, but cute. That's my first item. Second item that I got in my bag is a kind of a mystery, and maybe you can help me out with it. It is listed as a cupcake stand. Now, I don't know if it really is a cupcake stand. It was listed for $4. It says cupcake stand on the tag. It was $2 because it was 50 off. But it's got these little curves on the bottom. They're almost like cups as opposed to a flat stand. And I really think the base here is way too big for a cupcake. So if you put it in, I think the cupcake's gonna kind of do this. The ladies at the store were like, oh, it could be for Easter eggs, or you could put votive candles. I'm sure there's a bunch of things I could do with, not the least of which would be spray painted and make it white, a little accent. I'm not going to do that because I'm lazy. Also, I kind of like the galvanized silver patina that it has. I thought that that's really neat, but if you know what it actually is, I would love to know. So you could leave it for me in the comments and let me know what you think. And keep your eyes out to see how I actually use it around the house. Okay, so the next item I picked up was a total impulse purchase. This was at the register. Again, pricey. He was $4. It's one of those scouring pad little holders. I could go to TJ Maxx or Tuesday Morning tomorrow, or maybe even the dollar store, and get it for $1, or maybe the most would be $3.99. He was labeled for $4. Again, 50 off, so he was $2. Really, really cute. But when I saw him, number one, I have a thing for frogs, so I was like, I'm getting him. But number two, I thought, how cute would he be in my garden, just as a lawn ornament? My daughter said, Mom, no, you have to put some dirt in him, and then you can put a plant spilling out. And I thought, all right, you know what, that's a really cute idea too. The other thing I thought I could do with him was spray paint him all white, or have my handy husband do it, because spray painting is not my gig. But then if he was white, he could be displayed in the house somewhere, and I could probably put some succulents inside or another kind of plant, although not really a good idea for the plants. I really don't get along with plants very well. I sort of forget to water them, and that's kind of a problem. But he was really cute. Moving on, I was in the wooden aisle, and I found cutting boards. They were $1 a piece. Now, anything less than $1 or $1 is not 50 off. So they were actually $1. But I love the shape. I love the size. I love the fact that they were already finished. And I thought, how neat would these be for me to slap a coat of craft paint on and then a sticker, and I would have some really cute wooden signs to add to my house somewhere. So I picked them up. On the way out of the store, the light bulb went off in my head, and I remembered the first thing I ever pinned on Pinterest, which was a cutting board, and somebody had added little ball feet to the bottom of them, and they put them 2 different heights, and they were the cutest little cheese stands I had ever seen. And I thought, you know what, I could do that. I'm not sure about the fact that they were used and they were in the thrift store. I get kind of a little icked out about that. So I probably would myself, if I was going to use them for a serving piece, I would probably put like a dish on them maybe, or I would put maybe like a napkin over them, or I could just really repaint them and put them in a food safe varnish, and then I could use them that way. But $1 a piece, I thought they were so cute. And while I was there, I looked again, and look what I found. Christmas in July. It was $6, $3, because there's 50 off. But I thought to myself, you know what? A piece of wood like this, already shaped and already sanded, if I went to Hobby Lobby or Michael's Crafts or Joann, there is no way that I would be able to pick something like this up for less than $12.99. And even with the 40 off coupon, it would still cost me more than the $3. So I am super excited about this. I do not have a clue what I'm going to do with it. But for Christmas, it is definitely going to be displayed around my house in some crafty way. You'll have to check back and see what it is that I do. But for $3, I thought, you know what? This is a really cool find. I was so excited. So, not bad so far. Like I said, a lot of these things, if I were at a yard sale, I wouldn't pay more than $1/4 for any of them. And the thrift store is for charity, so I feel good about that. But overall, I think they're overpriced. Okay, and here's another example. A couple of weeks ago, I did a post where I showed a lamp that was on Amazon, and I was looking for it. I was going to put it in my kitchen on my pine server. I needed it to be a certain size, and I really liked it, but it was $24.99, and I'm a really fickle decorator. And I thought, for $24.99, how much do I really love this? So I kind of put it in my cart, and it's still there, but I don't think I'm going to get it because today when I was at the thrift store, I found this little guy. And it's very old, as you can see, but it says that it works. And I thought to myself, it's the perfect size, and it was $3, which is wonderful. And I said, okay, $3, I can deal with that. I don't have to change out any of the electrical. It's all good. But the price tag on it is 20 bucks. I mean, okay, it would have been 10 if it were the regular half off. It had a B on it. I don't know what their coding means, but B apparently today was woohoo, the magic number, and everything was $3 if it was B. So I got this little lamp for $3. Now I have to be really honest with you. Before I pulled it out of the bubble wrap in front of you on the video right now, I was going to have, again, the happy, handy, handsome husband spray paint this, either in a cream color or a red, and do something to dress it up. But when I now have it in the kitchen, I actually kind of like the pattern. It's very rustic. You know, it's got that vintage feel to it, and I think I kind of would feel bad painting over it. And the more I look at it, if I grab this little lampshade, which is obviously not the appropriate size, but I think that could be really charming in the kitchen. I think it would be really cute for fall, and honestly, if I just turned it around, it would be a little more basic. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it exactly yet, but I have to tell you, I'm excited about the price. $3. Definitely better than the Amazon 25. Okay, so that's most of what I got. I have some DIY items that I can play with, some things I can use that are as is, but I have to tell you the most exciting thing that I found today. And you're going to see why. Okay, so this is not from the thrift store. This is from Lowe's. I bought 2 of these lampshades. They sort of have like that linen burlap finish to them. They go in my living room, and I really like them, but I didn't love them. So I left the plastic on because until the last day I can return them, I figured, you know what, I'm going to hold on to these and decide whether or not I like them. They just weren't sitting right with me. Every time I walked by the living room and I looked at them, I was like, wow, I really like them, but I don't love them. Plus, they were $24.98 a piece, and I thought, you know what, for $50, I people love these lampshades. Well, today at the thrift store, look what I found. Two of these brand new tapered drum linen shades from Pottery Barn. They have the sticker on them, they have the plastic on them, they have the exact same top that I need, and look at this, people. They are just about the exact same size. Everything about them, perfect. The only problem was when I grabbed the shade, they had no price tag on them, and I thought to myself, okay, great, well, now it has no price tag on it. What am I going to do? It's going to be like 20 bucks a piece knowing this place. But the lady disappeared in the back, and I held my breath, and when she came back, they were $8 each, which meant 50 off, they came to $4 each. So for $8, I got 2 Pottery Barn lampshades. And I actually love them because the color matches the couch exactly. It's a lot more neutral. It's just a lot plainer, a lot more simple, which is just a lot more me. So I am taking the Lowe's one back. And for the same exact price of the Lowe's lampshade that I'm going to return, I was able to get all this stuff from my thrift store. So I'm really excited. And, you know, I'm interested to see how you think that I did today. Again, if anybody really knows what this is, I would love to know. So please leave it in the comments for me. I'm going to Google it, but I was too lazy to do that before I got on the video. I was just really excited that I wanted to show you guys what I got. So leave that in the comments for me. Please let me know what you think. Do you think I paid too much? Do you think that my thrift store is overpriced, or do you think I'm just cheap? If you want to sign up for my emails, you can subscribe. Twice a week I send out emails, and I am on Facebook reluctantly, but you can follow me there. And I'm also on Pinterest if you want to follow me along. There's so much pretty there. I just could get lost there forever. Anyway, that's what I got for you today. I promise on Monday I'll be back to the written word again and some new pictures, but I'm so excited I just had to get this stuff out and I wanted to show you live. So that's it. I hope that you enjoyed my little video show here today, and I hope that I will see you in the comments for sure. Bye-bye.